venues in the NFL. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Kansas City Chiefs. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. And we are underway from Kansas City. Bridgewater on first down. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Brings up the 3rd and 2.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Got him in. It's Brashad Perriman. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. So, Charles, defensively here, you're going up against a veteran quarterback. He's got a lot of know-how, a ton of savvy, but guy who's not the most mobile of quarterbacks. What's the plan of attack?
You spend all week pumping up your defensive front. Your defensive tackles, your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys who go after the quarterback the most, because you know that he's not going to run and beat you consistently throughout the game. You can rush more aggressively off the edge and even up the middle, because even if he evades you, he's not going to go very far. You have a lot more confidence going after him in the pocket.
Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. Still leaves them with 4th and short. Any chance you go for it?
It's definitely in the back of my mind. In fact, I've discussed it with my staff all week long, different situations that I may want to go for it. Where's the ball in the field? Do I have confidence in my trigger guy? What am I going to do? I'm also talking about my analytics department. What are the odds? If I don't get it, what's it going to do to me the rest of the game? Personally, I end up taking all that, putting it in my head, and making a decision. And you know me, I'm probably going to go for it.
Wow, Trent, you want to make an opening drive statement.
Yes, I do. Once I have the ball and I've got it on the move, I don't want to just give up that easily.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. To throw is Bridgewater. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. On the ground, McCaffrey. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Bridgewater to throw it. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Browns drive about to get started. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. He's got a man. Complete. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Henry Ruggs, 92 yards. And the Browns are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Extra point by Bass, up and good. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Here's Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
A short game that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The kick by Bass is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to kick it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Browns drive about to get started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now Pirine. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally.
First down, Browns.
Now Roethlisberger. Steps away to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Ready? Ready?
To throw again on second down. Roethlisberger. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and
Play action now. Bridgewater. He gets it complete to Jackson. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 29-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Bridgewater. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal to go. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Christian McCaffrey as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The Browns drive about to get started. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. This is caught. It's Kirk. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Roethlisberger will throw. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Browns drive about to get started.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Roethlisberger.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Now it's Roethlisberger.
Got an open man. It's Ruggs.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Now it's Roethlisberger.
And he'll find Ruggs on the right side.
And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
Let's go! Let's go!
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
2nd down and 8.
Here's Bridgewater. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And a catch right side by Evans. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
Fielded just inside the 20. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Akers hit. He coughs it up.
And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Throwing is Bridgewater.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24.
69 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Bridgewater now. Man open left side is Brown.
7 yards to pick up there.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 8 of the 17-yard line.
An option run with Ingram.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Andrew Beck punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. The other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. We're back now in KC. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on second down. Roethlisberger.
They'll get this to Akers out of the backfield.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Here's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down.
One of the better defensive linemen in the league, can be absolutely dominant at times. Chris Jones has been a Pro Bowler each of the last 2 years. In 2020, just 7.5 sacks. They did have a career high at 15.5 just 3 seasons ago in 2018. He and Frank Clark provide excellent pressure against opposing quarterbacks.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. 90 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Browns' 47-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Here's the Chiefs punter now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger.
He'll let this go deep for runs.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Well, for Ben Roethlisberger, he had the elbow reconstruction back in 2019, but he does not appear to have lost much at all, as that was a rocket. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now 17-14. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
121 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in which you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Being chased out left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on 3rd down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on 3rd down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Bridgewater to throw. This is caught by Evans. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now Bridgewater. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do...
And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get him in the end zone. One last shot for Roethlisberger. Connects with Ruggs. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And with that, our journey begins, Charles.